What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Blitz, and today we got why water parks are trash by offending everybody. So go ahead and like this video if you end up liking it, and also, if you're coming here from another video, I say at that point subscribe and support the original video. And with that being said, let's get right into it.
Everyone loves to get wet. Isn't that right, ladies? That's why I decided to go to America's largest indoor
we're
water
already
park,
doing
Kalahari
this.
Resorts. They got water slides, a wave pool, jail teens, everything you could possibly want for the price of your physical well-being. You see, water park.
Repeat that?
Jail teens, everything you could possibly
That's
want
terrible.
for the low price of
That
your
was
physical
kind of
well-being.
bad.
You see,
I don't know.
Parks are like Diddy's house. They're wet, rough, and don't ask for permission. I think I got hurt on almost every slide. First slide I like to call Lazy Doggy, where you ride down face first on your elbows, which sounds like a terrible idea, and it is! Anytime someone says, just get in your elbows, you should start asking questions. Worst part was you can't wear goggles, so all you're doing is taking money shots to the face. And at the end of the ride, they added a little hill. That way you gain a little bit of air before landing back down on your elbows. Remember just standing up afterwards like, why did I pay for this? Second slide I like to call It's a Trap, where a trap door opens up, dropping you into it, which to be fair would have been great if they allowed you to wear f***ing goggles. Hard to have fun with.
Yeah, I hate it. I don't know. I don't know if Volcano Bay allowed to wear goggles, because I did the same. It was the same thing where it was like the tube and they drop you. By the way, if you do go, don't be afraid of the one that just drops you down. It's way funner than you think. I'm gonna be honest, because here's the thing, right? Me and my cousin, we thought we were getting on the other one where it was swervy, but it turns out we got on the one that just drops you. That one is way more fun than the other one because the other one just jerks you around. But anyway, yeah, the fact that you can't wear goggles like that and you're literally just being plummeted into water is kind of crazy.
Into it, which to be fair would have been great if they allowed you to wear f***ing goggles. Hard to have fun when you take a fire hose to the face. Feel like if you went skydiving and someone's just repeatedly slapping you, like ruining the experience. Third slide I like to call the pooper.
Oh yeah, one of those.
That flushes you into a pool. Now this can be a great slide depending on how you fall. Feet first and you're fine. Head first and oh fuck, my spine. That's right, my third time playing goldfish I went head first, causing my spine to bend backwards as I belly flopped into the pool. To make it worse, once I surfaced, I'm just getting pelted in the head by a waterfall. Now I'm crazy disoriented and a great deal of pain playing Marco Polo with a preteen lifeguard. Help me, child! Fourth slide I like to call daddy issues, because at first she seems like a fun ride, but slowly ruins your life. Every time I hopped on her, she'd claw at my back, but like a horned up teen, I just kept getting back on, saying this time will be different. Fifth slide I like to call surprise trans, where everything's going great until they get in the car. You see, this slide leads to a
surprise. Elements of surprise. Oh God, this nigga should be canceled right now. I'm not gonna lie. He's
no big deal, right? Wrong.
Thank God, bro.
7 to 4 feet with no warning. It's not a progressive gradient either, just a surprise concrete stair. But
I hate that.
Sixth slide I like to call the tease. It's right next to surprise trans, which makes you think you're gonna land in a 7-foot pool. Nope, that hits 3 feet max. So after landing, I'm gonna stand up and slam my shit against the ground like mother of tits. That's why I decided to take a break and go to the wave pool. Now, when I say wave pool, what do you think of? Is it waves? Not this one. Ripples, sure, but waves? No. It felt more like being in a bathtub with your autistic cousin, only with less piss. They should have little bitch. Like, get it together and start drowning some toddlers.
Why did he put Kai there, bro? This man is after everything.
Because it was a little bitch. Like, get it together and start drowning some toddlers. Part of the excitement is trying to save small children. Billy, grab on! Billy! Then I went to the floating basketball hoops, which had a huge sign that said no dunking, which was just ridiculous. First off, everyone there was white, so I don't think it'd be a problem. Plus, we're in a pool. I mean, talk about black people kryptonite. Anyway, I'm playing for a bit until a child starts splashing me. I politely
What the
asked him
fuck?
to stop, but like your FAP sessions, he kept going. So I did the only logical thing and spiked a ball in his face.
Damn.
He starts crying and I start laughing, saying, "What did you learn?" Unfortunately, he didn't stop crying, and the preteen lifeguard whistles for me to get out of the pool. As I'm exiting, I'm confronted by the kid's 15-year-old brother who starts threatening me, saying, "Yo, that's my brother you hit." And I'm like, maybe you should play better defense. Now, before I get hurt comments of, how could you hit a child? The balls are made out of foam, okay? How much damage could I possibly have done? Besides, you should never f with someone bigger than you. If Rihanna learned that lesson, that kid can too. Anyway,
What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. No. No, he didn't. No.
Tired of children, so I went to the adults-only section called The Grotto. And ooh, this area was nice. It had mood lighting, a swim-up bar, and best of all, no children! Only problem was there
Hold
was
on,
no
this
one
sounds
there. So I
tough.
chatted with the bartender for a bit until two fine honeys entered the pool. One had a cheetah print bikini on, and my Johnson's like, time to make this kitty purr. So I approached them, and it could not have gone worse. After introducing myself, the cheetah print girl says, "So, who did you come here with?" No one? So you came to a water park alone? Well, I just moved here. So you don't have any friends? Well, I have some people I met. Really? Then where are they? Well, I felt a little presumptuous to invite them to a place where they gotta be half naked. Sounds like you don't have any friends. Well, just like you are making it easy. Who you calling a bitch, you loser? That's when I decided to be the bigger person and walk away. Right after splashing her. So now there's about an hour left, and both my body and ego are hurting. Normally I just leave, but I was determined to have a positive experience. That's when I see the Flow Rider or surfing simulator. Now I never skateboarded or surfed before, but thought, how hard could it be? Spoiler alert, pretty hard. Turns out the only thing f***ing me that day was my balance. Because as soon as I hopped on the board, I ate shit. Just went face first into the wave and slammed my way to the top. Then took the walk of shame back down, saying, okay, let's try this again. The kid running it says, why did you lean forward? I'm like, because I wanted to RKO myself. What do you think happened? This is my first time doing this. Cut me some shit. He says, here, just hold my hands and start bouncing on the board. I'll guide you in. So I start bouncing and slowly work my way into the wave. As soon as he lets go, my board starts to spin, and I'm like, no. Then I fell backwards, slamming my head against the mat. Concussions into the chat. After all the scrapes and bruises, I ended my water park experience with a concussion. Ringing in my ears, bright lights, massive headache. I had it all. Almost like God was trying to shake some sense into me. You didn't learn your lessons on slides?
God damn.
Maybe this will teach you. So anyone thinking about going to a water park, just don't. Because water parks are like road trips with your uncle. Sounds like a fun time until you start beating your meat. You know what you want to do.
That was a video by Offending Everybody. Water parks are trash. They aren't. They kind of are though, low key. Like, so here's the thing, right? This past summer, right before I went to college, my family we went to Orlando, right? Went to Orlando for a week. In that week, we went to Disney and Universal. Disney, of course, I don't think they got a water park. Universal, though, they have Volcano Bay. Volcano Bay is when it first opened, people were like, damn, the volcano's so cool. Damn, it's so scary. Bro, it is not that scary. The scariest part about it for me was walking so high up them damn stairs. I'm not a heights person, but I can deal with roller coasters and stuff better now. But like probably the hardest part about that is walking up all them damn stairs, bro. You walking all the way up that volcano, and you have two options. Either one, you go down a slide that jerks you around and just then plops you in a 5-foot pool of water, or you go down a slide that just drops you down and puts you in a 5-foot pool of water. Like, come on. One's obviously more fun than the other. Like when I dropped in both, of course, I made sure I covered my nose like this and stuff, and I didn't flail or anything, because I knew if I did, it was up for me. Especially my cousin. And then because when we were in line and he was up next, someone in front of us. And I was like, hey, good luck, man. He's like, yeah, I hope. And I just heard him scream on drop, bro. Bro, I heard my cousin go like, "Oh!" And I stayed silent because my heart was beating so fast. And they have this thing where like the drums kind of count you down, and it's just like, and it's just like, are you gonna drop me or what? And it stopped playing. And then he drops me 2 seconds later. I'm like, and I'm thinking in my head, you bitch. And I have no other time to think after that because I'm just getting fucking drowned basically. Like the slides are fun though. They are fun. I have to say though, my favorite at water parks are like the tube slides though. Because tube slides, they'll be like, they'll range from like one of two things. Either they're kind of fast with like with no drops, but they're fast, or they'll have like some drops and they'll be fast, and it'll have it'll have this big track, right? And what you'll do is one of two things will happen. If you're heavier, if you're lighter, I guess it depends on how. Because if you're heavier, you'll go faster, and when you get to that point, you'll kind of go a bit higher. But if you're lighter, the same thing could happen, but that's only because you're not going as fast. Me and my cousin both being at least 6 foot, and me being 2 something, I think him also either way, he weighs less than me, but the fact that he had both of us at least 6 foot, so we probably weigh a decent amount. Plus the fact that he's a basketball player, he definitely has some muscle on him. You got me who has some mass on him, and I'm 2 something. So we definitely went up a bit. And when my cousin saw it, he's like, "Oh shit!" Like we thought one of us was about to fall out. And in one of them where we had like 3 tubes, the lifeguard was getting off his shift. The lifeguard was getting off his shift, and he came down with us, and we thought he lost, and I think he either lost his bottle or he had but he told us he had lost at least like 3 other bottles of water going down the slide, bro. That trip was actually pretty fun, man. It was. Reminiscing though. I'll close out the video here. I'll see y'all in the next one.
Diamonds, he hang from the back cave. Numbers, they running my cash like a math game. I got the ring that we sharing the last name. She said the diamonds on cascade. She left her hand in them hoes, see the flashbang. I walk around with a black blade. Candles lit, why so dark? Cause it's black flame. You was running on them, trip on the low. Change styles, but I